Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. It is an absolutely gorgeous morning. Complete 180-degree turn for our weather. 77 degrees right now. I am standing in the skybox. The skybox in Area 3 at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida. A lot of seaweed on the beach. A lot of seaweed washed up on the beach. But the good news is the beach is still here. Sadly, we did lose some sea turtle nests. It is a glorious morning. A glorious morning. What a difference from yesterday afternoon, huh? Man. Let's walk down the beach, see what things look like down there at the south end. We haven't been down there since the storm. No little flowers on the railroad vine here. Well, this nest right here, this was sponsored by one of our friends, Paul, Carrie's friend, Paul. The nest is still here. It looks like there's some eggs. I don't know where there's some eggs exposed here. I don't know where they came from. Looks like, see those little golf ball sized things there? Those are sea turtle eggs sitting up on top of the nest. They must have come from another nest and get caught in the cage here. There's that's sea turtle eggs right there. They're not from that nest, though. That's weird. Very weird. They're about the size of maybe a ping pong ball, and they're squishy, those eggs. Like a soft, leathery texture and squishy. Now, there was a nest out here on the beach. It's out around here somewhere, and sadly, that one's disappeared. Low tide was about an hour ago. I wonder if any shells washed up on the beach. I wonder if there's any nice seashells out here today. We'll have to see. Good morning. I forget what nest Astrid, our friend Astrid, had sponsored, I think. I'm pretty sure her nest is fine because it was high and dry. It was up high on the dunes. They took all the sponsor plaques off. They didn't want to lose those in case the nests got washed away. I was talking to one of our rangers this morning, and he mentioned that there's a new little dune forming, a sandbar out in the water. So that's neat. Morning. That will actually help catch sand. That'll help retain some sand here. By George, I see a new nest. I see a new nest. How cool is that? I see a new nest here by the boardwalk in area 2. We lost one down here. We lost one that was out on the beach in front of this boardwalk. But looks like we got a new nest back up in here. You can see the tracks right here. Sweet, sweet. It's up. She went up here. She used that the railing as a. It's going to protect her nest for her. Look at that. She's got a built-in fence around her nest. I love it. Way up here in the dune. This one's nice and high. Nest number 36. Awesome, awesome. How cool is that? That's good news. That's real good news. You win some and you lose some, I guess, huh? There's that view up the beach from on top of the boardwalk here. I love it. Always one of my favorite views. Standing up here and looking around. Hey, I have a prayer request for everybody. Please keep our dear friend Lourdes. Please keep Lourdes in your prayers. Just pray for comfort and healing for our dear friend Lourdes. She's such an awesome, sweet person. She really needs our prayers now, so please add Lourdes to your prayer list. Those of you that are personal friends with her, please let her know that she's in your prayers. Let's keep walking down the beach. I know there's not going to be any new nests down there. If this is number 36, there won't be any new sea turtle nests down to the south, but I want to walk down there and see what the beach looks like since the storm. That water came up quite high yesterday. It came up to where I'm walking here. It's going to be a little while before the water clears up. It got pretty churned up thanks to Miss Elsa. No red tide though. That's a good thing. Boy, I saw a young man, a teenager, caught a big shark down on Vanderbilt Beach last night. I don't know what, it looked like maybe a lemon shark or something. It was pretty good size. He used a drone to carry his bait out. A lot of fishermen do that. They'll fly a drone out from their boat, and they kind of look down at the water with the drone, look for a school of fish, and then they drop their line in the water. The drone just has a little, like a hook on it that carries a line and releases it. It's kind of neat. Or if you want to get your line offshore, like this young man did. Don't freak out though, there's no sharks out here that are going to eat you. They'd rather eat something else. Boy, there's a lot of soft pockets in this sand out here. You gotta be really careful if you're walking along the beach. It'll just sink right down in and come, it's like quicksand. You just go. And what's bad is usually just one leg's gonna go down, so you gotta be really careful. I've already stepped in one this morning. No shells. See all the seaweed, the red drift algae on the beach here. It's nothing that's harmful. Don't get it confused with red tide. Red drift algae here. It's just kind of ugly to look at, and it stinks. It smells bad when it starts to dry up. You can see it in the waves out here too when the little waves curl up. If you look close, you see the dark blotches. Dark splotches of seaweed. A lot of times though, there's some neat things get caught up in it. Usually there's all kinds of seashells tangled up in it. seeing them here this morning. I found a couple little seahorses tangled up in this stuff. Dead seahorses. Washed up on the beach. Unfortunately. I don't know what the storm did to our reef that was out here. A long time ago, I did a little video. A couple friends went out there and with a little GoPro and got some video of the reef. I have no idea what that reef looks like now after several hurricanes and some horrible red tide several years ago. It is beautiful out here. It is just an awesome, awesome morning. I don't know how many of you were following along yesterday when I was down at Vanderbilt Beach and then up here at the pass. That was different. That was a different experience. Holy moly. There's a huge hole somebody dug over here. A fresh hole. Remember, it's nesting season here. Don't leave any big holes on the beach. Sea turtle nesting season. I believe that's our friend Kim's nest up there. Kim's nest came through with flying colors. I love it. I love it. I love it. The beach is a little higher down here. A little higher. It's actually a lot higher now. I don't know. Seems like maybe some of the beach washed away here. Another huge hole. Another huge hole. Why, people? Why? That is just a huge obstacle. That, one of our big female sea turtles could get stuck in that easily. Not to mention, obviously, the new hatchlings. Please don't leave monstrosities like this on the beach. Have fun. Make sandcastles. Dig to China while you're here, for all that matters, but fill it in before you leave. Please. This was nest number 35. That one's in a weird spot. It's up high and dry, but it's just in a weird spot. I mean, the eggs probably aren't even as deep as that pile of sand there. It's kind of weird. And look at this. They must have been having a hole digging competition yesterday in the park. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, there was a nest out here on the beach and I don't see it. There was 3 nests right here. There was 2 up by the dunes. And there was 1 out here on the beach. Unfortunately, the one on the beach disappeared. I'm sure the eggs are down there somewhere. Maybe they'll hatch, but the cage has disappeared. This nest here got looks like some extra sand dumped up onto it, pushed up onto it. Hopefully that'll be all right. That was nest number 5. We're getting close to those lower numbers. Those first nests here, we're getting close to them hatching. Can't remember where nest number 1 was for the life of me. Connie. Good morning, Connie. I was watching the news this morning, and we're doing an interview with a guy that was, I believe he was head of the Postal Union or the Postal Police Union. The story was about the Postal Police getting defunded. But the guy's name was Frank Albergo. Frank Albergo. Any relation? I just thought that was kind of interesting since you worked for the post office. Good morning, Daryl. I'm happy to hear your apartment is beautiful. You went through quite a traumatic ordeal there, my brother. I hope your life is getting back to normal. I missed Connie's reply. It went by so fast. Well, no false crawls. 1 new nest, no false crawls. I don't know. Kind of feels like this beach is a little lower here. Like a little sand disappeared. Hey, thank you for those stars. I appreciate that. It's your friendship and your financial support that allows me to come out and do these live feeds in the morning and give everybody a chance to get together. Hopefully meet new people along the way. High and dry here. High and dry. Nest number 4. In good shape. Boy, yesterday was crazy. You know, I went down to Vanderbilt Beach in the morning. Spent an hour down on Vanderbilt Beach watching the lightning, the thunderstorm offshore. Then I came up to the park. There was no wind down at Vanderbilt Beach to speak of, but just a couple miles up the road, the wind was crazy here at the park. Remember that? The wind was blowing, the rain was coming down. Florida weather, crazy, crazy. Even when there's no tropical systems. Our weather is so unpredictable here. There's about a mile of shoreline here at the park. Some spots there's really no beach left anymore. It's awesome, awesome Florida State Park. If you visit Southwest Florida, pretty much anywhere in Southwest Florida, it's worth the trip to come to this park, pay it a visit. Bring a bag of charcoal, bring something to throw on the grill, get yourself a grill and picnic table back in the woods just off the beach. Bring your bug spray in the summertime. It's a great place to hang out for a morning or an afternoon. Real easy to get to. Just get off exit 111 on I-75, exit 111, which is Immokalee Road. Immokalee Road. Just go west. Go west on Immokalee Road, just keep going west. And you'll wind up at the front gate to the park. Couldn't be any easier to get here. You can almost drive here with your eyes closed. I think some people do once in a while. It feels like the water temperature dropped a couple degrees. With all that rain, that makes sense. Can't come down here without taking a look across all of my sea oats here. Gotta do that. Nice to see a green flag here this morning. Nothing but red flags for the past several days. Now we got the green flag a-flying. Look at that blue sky. Blue sky again, I love it. The sea oat just blowing in the breeze. Nice change. I'll keep walking back up the beach here. Let's see, I got a few more stars, thank you. I appreciate that. If I can achieve my goal here this month, I'm going to get Facebook will give me a nice bonus. They call them challenges. They throw out a challenge, and if I can make that challenge, which is 35,000 stars, which is not $35,000, that would be something else, huh? If I get a penny a star. I don't know. Facebook will double that if I reach that goal. So that's awesome. So thanks for helping out. Those of you that send tips now and then, thank you. You are awesome. Jackie, you're awesome. Mike Cooper, you're awesome just because you're Mike Cooper. You send stars. I've been seeing that. Mike Arnold, Cindy. Oh, you know what? Cindy. I was talking to Cindy, our friend Cindy Darling, on the phone yesterday, and she's not feeling well. Sounds like she's got a pretty bad cold. So keep Cindy in your prayers. Pray that she feels better here. She's been going through a lot of stress with moving. Moving is so darn stressful. Nobody likes to move. Paint a house, move. Those are things I just don't like doing. Ugh. Just picked up 2 little cockle shells almost side by side here. Jan was wondering if there were any cockle shells on the beach. You know, Jan and her cockles. Well, there's a couple of them. Two cockles for you, Jan. Can't even see the screen here. The sun is so bright. So if I can get the cockles in the sun and the screen in the shade. I don't know if Jan's with us this morning. Jamie had a doctor's appointment. Keep Jamie in your thoughts and prayers as well. Jan's husband, Jamie. We got to meet him. Oh, was that 2019 when Jamie came down here with Jan? It was before our get together here in January. Also, our friend Lourdes, I call her Lourdes, Lourdes. Please keep her in your prayers. She needs prayers for comfort and healing both. I mentioned her earlier, but she really needs our prayers now. I was just asking for prayers for Cindy. She was feeling just a little under the weather there with the cold. And here's her sea turtle nest, the Darling family. Nest number 13. That appears to be in good shape. Cindy, your nest made it. Made it through the storm. Just looking at the ground here, there's a few shells up about halfway between the low tide and the high tide line on the beach here, but just a lot of broken stuff. If you're just tuning in, we're at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. Just taking a casual stroll along the beach. Thankful that our beach is still here. It took a little bit of a pounding, but it's still here. Interesting to see what it looks like up at the pass this morning. It was hard to tell yesterday with that wind and rain. Well, there is a lot of seaweed up on the beach there. The north end of Area 1, south end of Area 2. Looks like a new little hump right here where I'm walking. Looks like some sand got pushed up here. There's a little hump where I'm walking along. One of my favorite little spots. One of my favorite little spots. You know, I have about 100 favorite little spots here. One of them's right over here on the right. This little sitting area here. This is up at the north end of Area 1. There's a few benches scattered about here, but I just like coming up here and standing back here. It's a beautiful view. You can sit on the bench here, just kind of look at the beach through the sea oats. Always makes for a nice photo. Great photo op. Sweating. Sweating. Earlier this morning, I shared one of my chats with Roy. If you want to go back and check that out, I shared a link. The video itself is on YouTube. One of our morning visits with a couple of our other beach friends were there with us. Yeah, we were very lucky with this storm, tropical storm / hurricane Elsa. She just kind of brushed our coastline. Did get some rain, got some good rain. Some areas got over 11 inches of rain in Southwest Florida. I think we might have got around 5 inches here in the park. 4 or 5 inches. Well needed rain. Now the ground is really saturated. Boy, look how clear that sky is. It's supposed to get a little cloudier later this morning. Get some clouds rolling in, but right now it is beautiful. Here's our new sea turtle nest again over here to the right. It's behind the boardwalk here in a really good spot. It's going to be, I don't know, them little babies, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the little hatchlings. As far as being high and dry, look at it up there. Great spot. Right now the sand's up over the edge of the boardwalk, so the little ones could just shoot right across the boardwalk. There's a little drop off on the other side, so a couple of them are going to wind up getting stuck on their back, unfortunately. Be interesting to see what happens here. That's nest number 36. If you missed it earlier this morning, nest number 36. Well, I think I'm going to start a new live feed up here. Start number 2 up. So stick around, I shall return. Those of you just tuning in, I'll be back. Give me a few minutes here. Let the camera cool off. Let me cool off. If I don't see you later, have a fantastic Thursday. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Help spread the word and share the love. Share my mission of bringing wonderful people just like you together in the mornings, one beach walk at a time. Remember, if you appreciate what I do, if you like what you see, you can always send some stars. Show your appreciation by sending some stars or a tip. It's your friendship and financial support that allow me to keep coming back here and doing this. You can find a link to my PayPal account as well as my Venmo username. Venmo is kind of cool. It's a great way to send money to friends and family. Right now it's fee-free, Venmo, but you can find that information in the description of this post, and I do thank you. Well, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.